All right, you guys. Drake loses his #1 hitter, his top hitter, goes by the name of Top 5. You guys do me a favor? Let's not wait for the middle or the end of this video. Let's come together as a collective, and we all gonna hit the like button at the same time. Now, what that does, that makes YouTube take this content that we're watching, all right, and that's gonna catapult it through the atmosphere being the algorithm. And that helps us to compete with the bigger platforms because we're a smaller platform here. So love is love, you guys. Thank you in advance. Now, as I stated before, you guys, Drake loses his #1 hitter. It goes by the name of Top 5. Now, if you guys are familiar with Aubrey's history, his career, the timeline of his career, Drake has ruffled a few feathers throughout his career, all right, for different reasons. One being dipping his chip in other women's ranch, right, which typically makes men develop animosity. And throughout this whole Kendrick and Drake beef, this is kind of like a lot of these men was a part of this, right? A part of Drake's victims. Now, as I stated before, Drake ruffles feathers throughout his whole career. But he typically walks away unscathed. That part. There's a reason why Drake walks away unscathed. Now, we familiar with J Prince Rap-A-Lot, prestigious. All right, we all know his name and what his name's associated with. With that being said, Drake is under that veil. Drake is under that shield. So nobody would have green-lighted and really put their hands on Drake. It would take a lot for people to put their hands on Drake. I know Pusha T said he ain't worrying about the balls, but we all know that J Prince is a force to be reckoned with. All right, shout out to Rap-A-Lot Records. But that's not the only person that's holding Drake down. All right, Drake got Canadian gangsters. Now, I know we don't believe that Canada got gangsters, but contrary to popular belief, Canada has gangsters. Even England got gangsters. You get stabbed out. They might not have guns, but you can get stabbed out there, right? But Canada has gangsters. Now, this kid goes by the name of Top 5. Happened to be one of the gangsters out of Canada, right? Top 5 just beat a body. He just beat a body, right? He's seen with his lawyer in front of the court steps, in front of the jailhouse steps, the courts, or wherever he was at on his release date. All right, he beat the body. Very confident individual, but you know that ain't nothing to brag about. We in America, right? But it's to see that happening in Canada. You know what I mean? It was interesting to me, but that's neither here nor there. Top 5 is Drake's top. This is the reason why people don't put their hands on Drake. He's one of the reasons. With that being said, Drake has his beef with Kendrick Lamar. Now, any issues that Drake has throughout the industry, you know J Prince is not really vocal. There has to be a lot going on for J Prince to be vocal. And with this last situation, J Prince was not vocal. He did not interject throughout this whole situation, right? I think he said something irrelevant damn near. Nonetheless, Top 5 has been there. Anytime Drake's going through something, Top 5 is the first most vocal person, the first person to speak out. All right? Now, Drake was seen online liking this kid that goes by the name of Pressa. All right? There's this kid in Canada, another set of gangsters. All right? Pressa's another gangster out of Canada. All right? He was in the American market. He came out here. He was dating Coyle Ray. He was out there in Cali. You know, he didn't really get to take over the American market, but he did make a little slight impression for a Canadian. Nonetheless, he's way big in Canada, all right? He's a gangster too. He got a brother that his brother goes by the name of Bun Dog. He has a brother that his brother he wears a Pooh Shiesty mask. His brother don't even show his face during interviews. So they gangsters on that side, right? Well, Pressa has beef with Top 5. Pressa and Top 5 was once homies, comrades, right? Your enemy's my enemy. Somewhere along the line, they fell apart. And Top 5 was in England, in which Top 5 got stabbed up in England. Now, people are trying to correlate the two things. I'm not an internet I'm not in the investigation. You guys do y'all homework at home. We don't do that here. But I'm just giving you guys what's already known in social media. All right? Don't shoot the messenger, because this messenger shoots back. That part. Ay. With that being said, Pressa and Top 5, they got beat. There was once comrades, two gangsters. Now these two gangsters are at odds, right? And Drake hits the like on Pressa's new project called Machine. Shout out to Pressa, drops a new project. I listen to some of Pressa's music. I like some of his music. All right, he got the squeaky voice and all that. I rock with. Same way Boosie had the little. We like that works in hip hop. Nonetheless, Pressa is Drake liked Pressa's project on Instagram. Top 5 didn't like that. Top 5, from when he seen that on Instagram, Top 5 instantly, the way it's perceived, he switched sides on Drake. We're in a time, you guys, of the internet where you can't hit like on somebody's page, their post, without facing some potential repercussions. Social media is gotten to the point where you're kind of scared to like on certain things, because it's kind of like you picking a side. It's kind of like a reflection on your character, which it should not be, because half the times we're looking at social. I tell you, sometimes I hit like and I've been having to unlike because I didn't even read the caption to the post. I'm just showing love. I got my friends, I show them love. Here go a like. And that might be hitting like on something I don't even agree with. I'm not even in agreement with, right? But in these days and times, you can't do that on social media. And then you're leaving your social media imprint, and people can use that against you. Such as what you see now with Top 5 and Drake. So now Top 5 instantly went on his Instagram and he put up a post. All right. He put up a Kendrick Lamar post. And he's also seen DMing Kendrick Lamar's comrade. So Top 5 has completely switched sides from Drake. Top 5 is no longer with OVO Camp. All right, he's jumped ship. Top 5 is currently DMing TDE artists and Kendrick Lamar associates, forming the alliance. Top 5 is forming his alliance or revisiting those, mending old relationships that subsequently was destroyed due to Drake and Kendrick Lamar's beef. And this is another issue. Not just a social media issue, but you got to keep in mind, you ain't grow up with nobody. Top 5 ain't grow up with Drake. They don't have that camaraderie like friends that grew up with each other. That loyalty is not there. Their relationship is transactional. It's contingent upon what you can do for him, what he can do for you. So at the end of the day, to think that man would have remained loyal to you if the money wasn't there, if that transaction was no longer a transaction, no longer beneficial. Obviously, that once that situation deteriorates, you're going to revisit these relationships because you had no real issues with that person, nor did you have any real love for Drake. That camaraderie is contingent upon, is transactional. They're not real friends. So you got Drake and people turning on Aubrey, man. L.O.T.S approved media. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. This is a safe place. If you're a first-time viewer, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you're a recurring viewer and you have not subscribed as of yet, I promise you, this is a safe place. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel.